in both of these maps.
Okay, 2G on defense, Furia on attack.
Only other note here, the most recent time that 2Game played this map, they played Contra and they won 10 defensive rounds with this composition. So some success metrics to at least compare and contrast with, as Fury will have the opening offense. Little show over towards mid and tiles for a moment, but it looks like this will be a
that's an MTB site right there.
Towards B,
Got Omen luck with a camera as well, so you can kind of know when to go.
Tippable.
Oh, they didn't beat the smoke.
And not strange. Definitely not strange.
That Contra map that you're talking about as well there for 2G.
Dude, every time they say Contra map, I just think of the actual map.
I think we really saw Gobera come alive in some
Contra was pretty
there for 2G's
pretty good
previous
CS map.
matches within LCQ and VCL. And that was really what kind of unleashed him for this squad to get that confidence back. And
the trap play, camera spots legs, they flash out, they stun down, they Omen flash deep, they send it.
Like we know him to.
Here we go.
Saw the setup right here. 2G
Oh my god, he team flashed. He team Omen flashed, it doesn't matter.
But instead it's breaks up close and personal, and now a little bit further.
Dude, no one else sent it as well. It's kind of nice.
Opening 2. But into sight goes Shy.
30 seconds
Would have to be the catalyst for success. Basic is able to keep the focus a little bit split. But Shy is going to have to do a lot. Able to find a nice connection for the first. Quick swing for Farzi.
You have to be the best fade I've ever done, Com.
3v2.
Did they ever flash to combo it? No, not really.
Want to give the entry, but Gobert is right there. Shed him on the other side, and 2G take the pistol.
Nicely done there for 2G.
Yeah, they'd get a little setup on this.
Again,
I like they didn't full commit.
How good he
I guess
is
because of the smoke
in
top
those
mid.
Anchor moments, whether he's on the Cypher or the Omen, it is insane how he's able to
Keep an eye on the EMEA schedule for Sunday. It will change slightly.
No
Do you mean this Sunday itself?
Good stuff.
We talking for playoffs.
Through in terms of the execution, but the setup at mid.
This Sunday? Oh, really?
Have the
Okay.
curveball ready for a double swing through market.
Can you
and
give us a
through the
spoiler,
backside of
or
is something that very well could be a success
not allowed
recipe
to say.
for 2G in the future. But for now, take your weapon advantage and run. Furious just on basic pistols.
Let me check if it's public. Okay.
Ball approach here. You have one trip.
I mean, we
right
could make
side
it
of
public.
the
That's all
site.
I'm saying.
Brinks, careful, brother.
Bold way to play
Steps into
this
the
one. He
Thunderdome,
tries to
punish
dodge
for it.
the eye and
Rivera not
goes
able to do
in
too much
after
to
hearing
stick
an
right there.
Omen
Brinks,
TP.
wow,
I
great
guess the
damage
comms
from
are too
Shy.
crazy or
Nearly
he's
able
too
to
far
take
away
down
to hit
the
the Omen
domination.
TP. That's,
Playins
mate,
here.
this is...
Scaling deep. FRZ is in
Dude,
some trouble,
if
but
he committed on
Flash
that,
holds
by the
off.
way,
There's
that
a
is
paranoia also to make sure
a
2G
5v3
can
for
re-clear the
sure.
backside of B. But this is a difficult
They
problem
got no
to try
util
to
left.
break down, even in a 4v5 where you've got weapon advantage.
Trip dealt with though outside of market, and there's
Look at the flank.
yeah, great wall though to cross front site.
But this is all isolated out into the front. Gobert leading the charge.
Oh
Able
my
to find
God.
some damage, but will drop. Now the flank starts to
Oh my
come on
God,
through.
good
The trades
trades.
will allow Furia with the numbers.
Play time, everyone.
FRZ, 1 versus 3 situation, deals with the first.
Play time.
Low health pools for basic, but is still able to win
Holy,
the
they
battle, and
full
Furia come
ecoed
away
them,
with
like
another
actually full
thrifty here in the
eco.
series.
Really nicely done there by Furia, but honestly, that round felt more of a bit of a mistake in the setup for Brinks in that regard.
2G lose a
That
lot of
playing
ecos,
backside
chat.
on B,
How many is
usually you
that in
see
this
the typical
game?
trip
Like,
crossing from front
overall?
site. He was not in a position to actually play off that right side
I
trip.
think it's
that
5.
was mainly for the market player, but the way that Furia actually looked to flood onto stairs and take that smoke was something that Brinks didn't calculate, I guess, within this setup, expecting them to maybe
Dude, you can
give that a
actually
little
hear
bit
it on
more
the cast,
respect,
by the way. You get
because they would
spoilers from
normally
him.
think a trip would be there.
He's so
I like that
loud.
call. Mind games
It
already
might be
started to
higher
come
than
through
5,
2 rounds.
really.
Furia will be in the position of advantage now.
It's almost impressive.
Quick play for 2G, pushing up towards A behind the one-way smoke, but the damage is already dealt.
This camera is nice because you get the little shelf at the beneath it, so you kind of have to go past
honestly,
this
this
line
triple
to
stack
break
for
it, and then you're
2G
so committed
essentially
that
has to
you
work
can
out,
normally
but obviously you
time
can
it in
see
terms
the
of
next
you
obstacle they have to deal with.
spamming them after.
And Furia will envelop the play, trap it up, and not allow 2G to do much of anything.
Gonna keep this one clean as well. Dude, they can min-max this a little bit. There's an orb over towards A, right?
To get anything in this
Well,
situation,
it's a
maybe
plant at
Paula
least.
gives him one, but still quite a disadvantage with the kind of fight that he'd be taking with the classic. Regardless, though, going down to a third map here for this series shift.
2G went and got the orb when they pushed.
When you think
Okay.
about kind of the layers between these two teams, namely being Artzine and the other ex-members of MIBR that he's played with, it is kind of crazy to see them meeting back on the
Wait,
stage
did
there. Arzine
Zilf
playing
have
against
a message back?
FRZ and Shenum. Neither of those two players were on MIBR also at the same time, so it was really Arzine in those two
No, he
pairings
didn't.
wyrwith those different rosters.
Okay, big buy rounds. Outlaw
Outlaw
1, 2, 3 that can get one shot, and he might be able to win the 1v1 in terms of the op here.
Also builds just a little bit of drift.
Just want to send it. Camera spots, Omen flash shot.
Quick shot from Gobert
Jesus.
onto Kowalanoob, who was looking just to set the tone immediately on towards A. Defense going to step up quickly at main, but
Clears all of
line
the
drawn
site.
in the sand by the dark cover. Furia will get on site
They trade a site for one.
and try to play their post plan out 5v4.
It's a good plant though.
The aggression's gonna come in.
That's
though.
a double. He killed the guy on the elbow.
The collateral
Really?
there for Gobert is insane to see. Okay.
It's not, you know, okay. It's not.
Nah,
over yet,
it's
I was gonna say,
fine.
but
It's fine.
It wasn't pretty, but they made it work. They made it
Fair.
work.
It is just a bonus at the end of the day for Furia due to the thrifty that comes through. So for 2G, you can get the operator
many
back, no
collabs
problem.
today,
Briggs
dude,
will
it's-
pick that
it's-
back up. We'll be
there
tied
should
at
be
2,
less
but
just
now
purely
we're gonna start
because,
to establish how this first
just
half
purely
can be
'cause
played with a full
heretics
gun
are
run
out.
away. It's a huge
Heretics
first
farm them.
Yeah, it really is. Just on the sliding neon of
It's
four
announced
on
tomorrow.
top
You
of
can't
that,
leak
but
it.
the
Okay.
time was crazy there for Gobert. Like, it could not have been better. The paranoia is getting ready there for Arzine. and
Ashley, thanks so
Peak
much
was
for the
just
prime. Appreciate the
perfect.
2 months. Thank you for that.
This is a big one right now coming up. I've got a feeling if either of these two teams are going to start to establish that trap set
Using
play,
Prime on me,
we're
man.
gonna get it
Appreciate you
right
doing
here in
that.
this round. And it looks like Furia may be the ones to establish that early aggression, trying to see if they can once more just keep Gobert a little bit more uncomfortable. But we saw what he's able to do with this operator.
Hey,
on the
look at
set.
that. They're all
I
one
just
away.
Would not be feeling confident of challenging anything, knowing that Gobert has got this weapon in hand.
I have retrieved the spike.
Definitely changes the game plan for them. And for Gobert, more than happy to hold that A line. So much information on the side of 2G now. Drone not going to see anything. Could be great on timing.
A little bit of noise from Kowalanoob.
Prowlers, they got one Prowler to re-clear A.
Mid. We're still here.
Does the rifle shoot the Prowler? And then he
But
gets a
eyes
kill
are up now
after?
on
Let's
A.
see.
And Gobert.
You finally built your
It's gonna
first
be
PC
tested.
today? Nice, dude. Did you mess up at all, or did you nail it?
Around the corner. Gobert doesn't dash away. Instead, it's a relay bolt just to make
It's a
sure the
good
space is
molly
still being
after.
held, and that's enough for Fury to respect
Yeah,
it
they
and
can get
bail.
that rotate on the
like
go
that support That
fast.
was being shown there by 2G.
Neon disrespects the smoke top
I mean,
mid.
we have to throw something besides
what an Omen
bodies
flash.
at this. If you're Fury, Gobert able to come back over to help on this play
Might
through
get enough
mid.
with the spike, yeah.
Basic able to get the spike, but nothing more. That's just way too simple for Shenum.
Yeah, I mean, this was
Never
good from
just wait
2G. I
the
like this a
angle.
lot.
And just sprinting forward if you're Kowalanoob is just not enough to guarantee entry. Shy will get the spike, give himself maybe an opportunity for the 1v3 toggles. Seeing if he can bait out the defense, but time's going to run out in this play.
God, they
And
owned
2G will
him.
understand that
He
we've done
40 had
enough to
owned
stop
it.
this in its
No
tracks and get
oversteps
ourselves our
here.
third.
Really nice discipline being shown there
Yeah, it
by
was incredible.
2G in the 1v3.
And
knowing
no
that they could
pays
just
is
buy
sending it through
time
that
if Shy didn't get
cage.
that
That's all
plant
I'm saying.
down. Now 2G finding that advantage. And that's after Furia were able to get that thrifty around off of them too.
All right, that's just way too simple, though, for Shenum. Especially if we're going to be committing extra resources eventually to get into market. Why
You
not
also
wait
get
to
the
do it
kill,
all
dude.
at
I didn't
once?
want to be the one to say it, but I was
Kowalanoob
thinking it.
tries to set the pace and the
Ooh,
tempo
okay.
and just gets completely
Smile
caught,
after,
and then
though.
the paranoia afterwards just allows Shenum to control the space for longer than you'd like if you're Furia.
Money's slowly getting down there.
Already seeing a little bit of
What is
frustration
this
there
one from
Shaw in
2G?
the coaching booth. But we got to
A
listen in here
random
with
walk
Furia.
through middle. Don't want to sit on side against a fade ult, so they go push him fast behind.
Popped cage already.
Ready to
And
smoke your
smoke.
market.
I'm ulti right side. Ready?
Cage, yeah, we can go through this. You ready?
Yeah, blind
Yeah,
your
They're
right.
very fast behind.
I hit two. Hit two. Two on the right. Two on the right.
I can't go. Chance cancel.
I got spam.
Spike down B.
Nice, boys.
Hello, comms on the trip?
Nice.
Comms on the trip?
4v3, guys. Could be backside.
You're gonna peek us backside.
Let's fight back.
Yeah, go backside now. Flank, I think. Flank, guys.
Together, guys.
One more flank. Omen.
Phoenix
Omen
flank.
flank.
Flip, fight CT.
Yeah, come market with me. Walk.
Wait, I gotta come CT for you guys.
I don't see this guy. I don't see this guy.
Nice. Last two flank.
Both flank.
I'm a sword.
I got 1 HP. I literally 1 HP.
He's out.
Spike down.
1d4.
B.
Yeah, one side.
He's on main.
Wait. This guy
I
got
have
side,
neon
right side,
on.
right
Yeah,
side.
he's right side.
probably you hold 1 second. Probably
I'm holding right side swing.
All main could all CT.
enemy
Nice.
Dinked!
3, 2, 1.
Nice!
Almost.
Bro,
Nice.
bro,
Oh my god, that's so.
Got away with one right there. I mean, you
Dude,
could
there
hear
was
the
there was
panic in
no
Furia about
comms
how
on
they
the
were gonna set
trip
up the
break,
ultimate, and all of a
and
sudden,
then they
oh, there's
walled
two guys on our
across,
flank, but
and they turned
well
around,
held with
saw
low
the
health
wall,
pools
and then
at the
they
very end
thought,
right
like,
there
hold
in
up,
the
someone
2v2.
flying.
Also just re-regulating
That was
after
mad.
the energy gets a little bit
There was no
heightened
call
in
for the
those
trip
moments to be able to
break.
calm things
Insane.
down, to be able to ensure that they can take
We
that
didn't even
round
realize.
away. But the communication sounding solid as far as the information that they are relaying. Though I would love to see the comms be less cluttered in those moments. For
Oh,
The
sure.
orb,
Agreed.
mate, they didn't
Felt
even
like
hear.
they've
They
got
didn't even
three
hear
right
the
there.
orb getting picked up as well. They only realized when they turned around and
2G
saw
will be
the
on
wall. That's
Purchase what you
absolute
can mode right
madness.
here in round number 7.
Dude, 2G are gonna watch that one back and be like, "What the hell?
Overdrive
We
is
could have
after
just
ready for
sent it, and they
Gobert,
wouldn't
so
have
if you do
realized."
find good contact here with QCK, you may see the finger guns come out quickly. There's the Prowler. Overdrive will come through behind the flash. Koala trying to counter, not going to happen. First blood good for 2G. FRZ finds another through mid-map, and Artisan
what
committed
lockdown
to
this
the
is.
from the shadows in the dark cover. Hello?
A lot of gun upgrades on this.
Really nicely done, though. Just the reactions with those curveballs from QCK making all the difference in
Ooh,
those
nice.
fights for 2G early on into B
Maybe a
main. to
timeout for
mine that
Furia? I don't
space
know.
That
The-
Furia were wanting to contest early.
I would be tempted to do a timeout with, like, some of the rounds they've been losing in the
Still, oof.
in the
I mean,
the
this
trip
is a
breaking
really
rounds in
good
terms of the comms.
like, again, forced eco situation. How do we deal with something? How do we put together a win condition? You do it by way of getting good first contact, and they do that perfectly with that flash overdrive combo. But to see Artisan still commit to that from the shadows is odd, considering how the exchange happened at B main. It just felt like that was going to be the set play, and it's just like, well, I'm going to commit to it regardless. But odd to put it plainly, 2G take a really key round away right there. And now get us to a 4-3 count late into the first.
Strong angle.
Where Brinks is going to have a contact play here at Market. And he's going to respect that. I just need to hold this play. I'm the only player here at B.
Oh, it's good though. He has the trip.
More than happy to
Trip,
completely
cam,
play
triple swing
opposite
over
there
towards
for
middle. They
Brinks,
clear middle.
especially with the heavy-handed.
Get him needs to
control
relax a little
that
bit.
2G are looking for to ensure they can have those fast rotations. Shannon's going to need to be able to get out here.
He's got plenty of space in the paranoia in case things get tight.
Mid
Here
players.
comes our double duelist defense, though, for 2G. Koala's going to commit. Paranoia comes through. Perfect timing, but QCK misses a big window. Get us to a 3v3.
Yeah, I
Jenna
love
with the
how
hold
active
the
they are on
position
the
over
map. Look
towards
at them
elbow.
go.
And now it's just down to
Triple clear over
regrouping
towards
with
middle.
Shy on this
Triple
lane.
swing over towards front A.
Walked out on site. Still a camera, though, for Brinks to go and check. May have.
Oh, we got a little bit fortunate with the timing here.
Brinks once more has to value his life in this moment. That's a really good deep trap, but Brinks is there to deny. Dark cover comes through. Spy cam able to get a little bit more information to confirm. And the post plant will be set up, largely leaning towards main. FRZ is able to get some space at Market. Dark cover to block. And FRZ is going to be the first one to try to make a move here. Can they split the focus, though? 2G need to create some noise from the backside of the site to allow FRZ a
Looks
little
like
bit more
Shy's more.
freedom on this
I
entry.
was gonna say, it looks like Shy's pretty on top of the
Wait
fact
for
there's
the
gonna be someone
smoke to
opposite
fade
him.
first. Recon's going to come through just as it does. Deleted immediately, but Venom's still able to find one. Paranoia still being held onto, but it doesn't result into anything. So now it's just down to Artisan.
Dude, they play
As FRZ
so
is the first
individual in
contact,
this after
doesn't win the
plant.
battle. And now it's just you got to keep your head in the swivel. There's too many to deal with, and 2G going to take their
Surprised
fifth
they,
round, go up by 2.
Yeah,
Surprised they gave up
1v3,
back a
unable
side
to
there.
stand tall against his former teammate.
Chat, was
there.
the trip
Brinks
still up
on
in
the
B main?
defuse. And Furia, we are seeing moments, right? I think Shy does get impacted from
It
his
was?
lurk.
Dude, why did they play
But
like
the
this?
coordination, when it comes down to these retakes and the timing, the communication on the side of 2G is such a boon for them in these moments.
Absolutely. I think just even on top of that, one of the big keys to success so far for 2G is that
It was
they've never
backside
really
trip? Yeah,
lost
but
a
where's the other
site.
trip?
They've always had,
Over
even if they're
towards-
given
over
the
towards
plant
A
up,
or back at B,
someone's
man?
still nearby to make that post plant not feel
Dude,
so
honestly,
comfortable.
Yeah, it's
might go
there's-
back for it, chat. Okay, no trip behind. Sure.
Plant not feel so comfortable.
Yeah, it's really hard there for Furia in that kind of sense. As we get into this time that was called by Shaw once again on the side of Furia. I think the other thing too is we've gone previews with these team comps now across this series, and our preview into Furia, it was in those high stakes moments, they were hectic. But when we got to listen to 2G, it felt pretty clean. Honestly, you can tell that there's a lot of trust in what all the other players are saying, but now that conversation, I think, about Shenum and FRZ.
Yeah.
FRZ won. He's having crazy impact on this map. Shenum as well, especially with those vertical angles that you were shouting out. And Shenum being that player that we were missing in the LCQ for 2G to get here today on the big stage of VCT. Someone that we've looked out for, and FRZ was that flex player. During that time, he could play anything.
Yep.
And it's so impressive now getting to see them back
Really
into
not.
their comfort roles here on the big stage.
And FRZ's really warmed up into the series. I mean, map number 1 at one point, he was like 4.
Good, good outlaw purchase
He's
on this
having
one.
a great map here. 7 assists already through these first handful of rounds for Shenum is great news as an Omen player. It means your paranoias are valuable. So Furia will come off this timeout with a hero rifle in the hands of Art. And this is, I think, a big position that Furia need to continue to work on. They really have not put much pressure onto this A site, and it's allowing 2G a little bit more commitment of what they want to
Again,
resource
2G,
out
I
in
will say,
terms of
every
how they
defense I watch from
especially wanna play
2G,
market. They've
they
been
are
really good
they
in
are
the
good with
market
this,
so far
right?
and trying to stretch the
Lose A
defenses of
control,
Furia.
drone
Really
goes
good to
deep
do.
over towards this so they can get the rotate heavy. They were doing it on split even though they got owned on split.
In his arsenal.
Like, they're definitely very good at
Stall out
just
this push over
making
and-
sure they have info on defense.
Gosh.
That was
The
disgusting.
great flash.
Little
Basic
jiggle.
is
It's a
able
bit
to
bold
get
for
at
them
least
to use the
one
Phoenix ult
back,
on this,
but
no?
being able to shut
With
down
just bandits?
Noob in that play is everything. Because now you're stalled. This is like playing through molasses right now if you're Furia. But
Cool.
a really good flash comes through. Shenum was not prepared. FRZ gets shut down, leaving
Yeah, you got,
Gobert by
ooh, that
himself,
second
and that might
shot
be
is
all you need.
beautiful. Dude, he actually had to save them
Able to hit
there.
both shots with the Outlaw, and the reset will start to come through. Basic is chasing. And Gobert is going to get the reload off and hold the angle.
30 seconds left.
Now it's down to getting a read on where Brinks is. Able to find
Very,
the
very
initial
nice.
shot, but can't connect
Just a
the
lovely
headshot.
second shot
2G
from him.
survive through the aggression of Furia again.
Really nicely done. Good recovery from 2G after Furia. We're looking to flood into that site and just
This one here, if he's going to use the ult. Yeah, they should probably give him a gun.
For the side of
I mean, I would
Furia.
prefer him
Even
to just
after
not ult.
QCK does go down.
But it was
able
winnable.
to also buy enough time with that hot hands that divvy up Furia from flooding
Just the
into
percentage
elbow
thing though, right?
alongside Basics run it back. Okay, I thought I was worried he was going to leave him hanging for a second.
This goes here.
It's an expensive round right there, though, for Furia. At least Basic is able to get a couple of charges back, but now we've got an early
Every single time they have a fatal, they just go aggro against the fatal. They don't want to sit on site.
That Artisan was playing this closely.
And
The
they
Hunter's
trade
Fury
with
makes
this.
things a little bit
Dude,
difficult for
Artisan
Shenum, and
is
how
dodging
about Artisan?
a... He's
Able to
dodging a
find two,
Sova
and the
ult and he's
shutdown to
killed
run it
3
back.
Know exactly where take flight.
So now you got the neural theft to be called in by Shy.
and survives.
And Furia, just simply put, you cannot lose this round. You have everything you could possibly want to take
Wait
this
for them
round
to
the
not
finish line,
insta-react
including
for
a
this
Nightfall if you
info.
feel a little bit antsy about it.
Most teams would just come up with a plan straight away.
Cannot count out these 3 players on the side of 2G, though. We've seen insane multi-kills and clutches from all 3 of them across today.
QCK is going to just try to make entry to A as difficult as humanly possible. Furia will respect it and back away. And I love this reposition from Brinks. Yes, of course, the middle of the map is wide open for the taking, but in terms of defending B, he's in a really, really solid setup to extend his life, possibly find one, and make this post plant maybe even non-existent, because there's nowhere to go besides staying on site.
Yeah, 2 trips to play off of as well.
30 seconds left.
Uh-oh.
If he finds one here, even better
Oh,
if he can get
it's
2.
unlucky.
Oh,
8
goodness,
HP.
Calm. Lucky to be alive, but is able to get the post plant. 3v2 situation, calm down to 8 HP.
And look, yeah, how much damage he was able to do in that scenario with FRZ still having a shock dart in hand, recon available, and 1 flash for QCK.
Gonna try to
Flash.
reapproach this through market.
Oh,
They just don't anticipate that. Artisan's watching
Sometimes-
the cross. Tried to sneak their way
sometimes
in a
you
little
don't
bit
flash.
further before using utility. They get punished. 4 in the round for Art and Furia. Able to get to 4.
And Art, even though he hasn't been, you know, at the top of the scoreboard throughout these
Des,
last
what are you
2
typing?
maps before sunset as
Mate,
well.
you need to get your Sage a
the
little
impact
better
that he's
before you
always
start
able to
coming
find
for me.
with
That's
those
all I'm
picks
saying.
In particular, the multi-kills that matter to open up these rounds.
Big round right there for Furia. Because it looked like things were about to go a little bit awry. But now we're into a full gun round. Gobert is going to be sniping on light armor. Quickly set up over towards mid. An early peek behind this cage for Brinks. Spy cam placed late.
Wait,
for
Des,
the
what is your
attack.
rank again? I always forget.
And both ciphers are just having a little bit of spy warfare right now.
Those lurking mind games, if you will, but the first blood gonna go over to Gobert, taking out Basic from the equation. Crossfire being held in
It's a,
main.
chat, it's a
This has been a
genuine
problem point for
question.
Furia. Good relay
Why are you
pull.
guys acting
Does
like I'm
affect
flaming
Hot
him?
Hands comes down a little bit late,
You have
but
to talk about this. It's just
Furia will
intrigue,
establish
man.
their
I
presence.
forgot.
and focus elsewhere. But look at Brinks' reposition after all of that spy versus spy action at B main. He's now set up at mid, and this is a great pivot point, especially with Gobert being able to watch B main with the op.
On top of that, the layers of the tripwires from the Cypher to be that contingency plan for Gobert if he does need to try and get off his sight.
Oh, and Gobert holds the scope, even though the face of a Prowler connects onto Shy. And now look at the long wrap through B main. Gobert will fall, though. The only question
V5
mark
at its
would be,
peak. Do they
does
consider
Furia
main?
anticipate this? And no, they do not. What a heads-up re-wrap from
Dude,
Brinks.
7 on defense is strong, man.
And 2G put themselves on 7-4
Why
going
is
to the last
Des
round of the
not
half.
typing it?
And we've talked about it before, that it's those kinds of positions
You always
that
talk about your
always
peak
have to
rank,
be
you never
heads
talk
up
about your
when you're
current rank.
playing
Mate, I
team
don't have a
like
current
2G.
rank. What
They
does that mean?
love to take that
I don't play the
space
game.
after you give it up. Look for those re-clears, and the timing was so perfect there for Brinks into that round.
Beautiful design, beautiful setup. The cause and effect, too, of Gobert able to find first blood on a basic through mid.
The Diamond
also
Street.
allows that to happen.
Okay,
Just
so
like all
honestly,
these
Des, I reckon
little
if he
things
locked
are
in, you would get
creating these
ascendant.
opportunities, and 2G are getting
I
the mature
believe.
calls.
Maybe not on Sage, but
Put
like
themselves into a position
other
to
agents.
continue to dominate around the map. And this position at A main is still such an issue right now for Furia. They have not really done much damage to control mid. They're really not making 2G sweat at all at A.
If he locked in, do you think you would get Immortal
It's been
3?
very
No
calm
doubt.
for 2G, honestly speaking.
If like if I actually fully
many
went
rounds
for
have
it,
we
no
even
doubt.
seen
Mate, if I get
Furia
Immortal
go
2
in
without
to try and
trying,
deal with that
there's no
Cypher
doubt.
utility?
The question
we're
is
just
if I
raw
really
peeking,
locked
seeing if
in,
we
would
can
I
find
get
time.
Radiant? And I think the
Just
answer is no,
does not
but
feel like the design offensively for Furia
there's part of me that
is
believes.
in
I'll be honest.
play.
Aye, that's
That
outrageous.
Just cannot be how
That's
that
the smoke.
goes.
3 players left on the side of Furia.
I think if I did a
Down one
year solid
Prowler.
chat, I'll be
It's a
honest with
contact
you,
play into market,
I
but
think I
Hope's
make
still
it.
waiting.
The contact for Gobert is fine. I mean, he's not missing. He said, all right, happy to take these angles. Brinks able to find the information off the spy cam. Sets himself up. The hot hands deep really doesn't influence this defense too much. Overdrive, zaps the head of Calm. Basic with at least one trade, but it's going to have to do way more
Solo?
than that.
Oh mate, I'd drive
VCT
myself
now
mad
back into
solo.
play. Nice snap to find Basic. Last player in the
Solo,
corner,
I would give up.
Shy, nowhere to go. 2G
Solo, I would
looking
give up within a
great through
month.
the first half.
Really nice coming out from 2G. I like the idea there. I feel like Shy, he did throw, you know, an aggressive trip, try and deny Brinks from that re-peek as well to assist. But 2G, they were running things here on defense. It was a bit of a struggle for Furia to find the answers, especially
Do a
on that
prime ad?
A-main
We can do a
control.
prime ad.
Not quite being able to break
Do a
through.
prime
and
ad to end
also
off the
not
day, you're
dealing
right.
with that utility out from Brinks early on the Cypher allowed him to anchor so comfortably on the other side of the
Yeah,
map.
Brinks is
Facial
playing
use.
some great Cypher play right now. Great island
Chayo's
play out of him.
streaming.
Other note, as we're getting ready to swap the haps, Koala Noob goes 0-8 in first blood contact.
Chat, the kettle's popping in the background before you wonder what the sound is. Okay, chat, if you're watching on Twitch, you can go out of full screen. You can click down towards here. You can look at the bottom. You can see if you have a free Prime sub that gets you no ads for the next month. That is play-ins. That is playoffs. That's a lot of Valorant. Maybe you're watching some ads. Maybe you forgot about it. Go check if it's there. You never know. You get it free with Amazon Prime. Support the channel. You can get some emotes. Anything else? You can rewind. That's the one. You can rewind. Go check if you got it. You never know. Where did you use your Prime? Either Chobra or Zix. I can't remember which. A Yampy duo queue? Mate, I remember I did do one a while back with Yampy, like 2 years ago. That was pretty fun. You think any of these teams can beat G2? Aren't G2 struggling at the moment? I don't think they can, but I think G2 are struggling. It says they're not available in my country. I respect you for checking, mate. Thank you for doing that.
And it just feels like another in the page of the Furia book of what is happening on their offense.
They're struggling, but it was a bit of an off game last
Consider
week.
that later. I'm sure the Red Bull mosque that's being built on the desk.
I mean,
will have
now's the
plenty
time to
say
lock
about
in.
it. But on the second half here, this is where we can kind of at least turn back the book into what happened in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. And that could be really the Spark Note version of basic was basic. That needs to be, I think, a spark here for
Have you
Furia
ever played
as we
Deadlock?
get
I
into
played
the
it for the first 2 weeks.
Absolutely. And that comfort that we've seen
it was pretty fun.
throughout
And
today,
then
at
it
the very
stopped.
least, from Furia on that defense
I've heard
side
it changed a
first.
lot now.
Having at least these 4 rounds to work with could be enough for them to look to come back into this
Feeling like a
map. I
must
mean,
win for
it's
Furia
only
in terms of the
4 rounds
pistol.
difference so far, but let's see how this pistol starts.
Now it's going to start with some aggression from Furia over towards Tiles. Able to find the
Oi,
first
oi.
blood. This time is Koala. Okay, maybe he heard me after the 0-8
Oh,
start.
mate, they did him die.
5v4 early for
Close
Furia.
the door on him.
Going to have to try to navigate the waters here. And honestly,
Take flight.
it may be on to see if FRC can keep two
Sensei, thanks so much
members
for the prime, man. I
interested.
appreciate the 2 months,
Able
bro.
to see Shy.
Thank you for checking, mate. Thanks for
A
doing that.
little bit of extra focus with that recon bolt. Give some space to work with here for 2G to make their way onto A.
It's a free A site.
Yeah, contact play up.
They got a
And the rotation
camera, a
comes through
stun,
here from
slide, double
Furia, these
flash.
mid-players
I do. They can
moving back
definitely make a
towards that
play.
A side.
Double flash slide.
And I like this from 2G. They want to find the pick first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this gets so weird. They just
may
saw
have
him.
Just seen the back shoulder of Calm with that ping that comes through. Koala, long range shots into FRZ are
Oh my
good.
god.
But as they try to come back in,
Mate, you
towards
got the
mid,
spike.
2G are here.
Mate, you got the
Paranoia's gonna cut
spike.
across the backside of the site. Here comes the crunch for Furia. Arjun's able to find 2 on the backside of the Paranoia.
That's
And
the
it'll be
plan they
just
came
down
up
to
with.
Brinks with the frenzy in a 1v4.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, not really expecting it to
That's,
happen there. He's done it
Well,
before,
it's a must-win pistol.
but
At least it's gonna be close.
too much pressure there for Brinks in the 1v4. I think the idea was good coming out from 2G, but the timing there from Furia was great. I think the call as well to turn around together, ensuring that they're taking that fight with numbers, even better.
If you remember in September, it's yours. Thank you so much.
I saw someone on the break say, "Why is Koala screaming so loud?" We don't know.
Hey, we
don't
gotta
know.
keep vibes up. We gotta keep vibes
They're-
up for the team.
Got to be doing something. But a big pistol there for Furia, looking to follow up. But there's going to be no forced purchase this time for 2G, so pretty much a heavy-handed approach and advantage for Furia in the anti-eco. 2G going to do some resource collecting here initially. Firewall will come through. Looks like they want to try to challenge, but Koala Noob, he's got a judge.
That
And he
is.
finds one with it, though.
That is. That's way
From
too
Tom onto
greedy.
Gobera, shuts down the
Pushes
play
through his
3-1.
own
Now
one way.
2G are pretty much
I can't be
resting their
flaming
laurels
pays
on
for
this three-man
going to
stack for
ecos and then Koala Noob's doing
Yeah,
that.
they just want to get that plant down for a little bit of
Whoa.
money, if anything.
Okay. Reaction shot from Shy is good. Comp follows.
Guys,
And
let
Shem
the
is doing
judge
it again,
let
but
the
only so
judge
much
farm
will
that.
happen.
Why's all
Furia
the
dropped
pistols
two,
just
but
going for that a little bit?
we'll have
Can't
still
believe he gives him a judge like that.
lot
That's
to
absolute
work with going
madness.
into the bonus.
They
Did
definitely
he rush his
will,
own one way? Yeah.
especially with that Spectre pick back up here again as well. Actually, no, we're not going to opt for the judge in this situation. Furia, though, now only within 2 from tying things up against 2G. Do wonder what that aggression is going to continue to look
Play
like.
Dota? Mate,
Although
I've never
in the
played
first
Dota.
half,
I'd be fully
Koala
lost in that.
was going in, making that space for his team, but maybe the spacing wasn't quite right for the follow-up from his squad.
Yeah.
If he wasn't able to get that first execution, is this going to be something that we see tightened up now?
Prefer
on
Fade or
tempting
Silver on
to
this
make
map.
the
I don't really
space,
mind,
I
to be
think, is
honest.
probably the more appropriate way of saying it to Koala Noob. But defensively, things are very different to assess. Furia have looked much better on all 3 maps so far. Obviously, it's early, but at least in the first 2, they looked much better defensively. One-way smoke at A will allow Artisan to essentially solo play the A site. Prowler to seek out what's happening at mid. Nothing home yet. And 2G will take their time on their approach, and I don't know. I would be happy to see them try to get some early utility battle and try to dump a little bit more over towards this A main hit, just to keep Fury a little bit off balance.
I think they're just hoping that Furia looks for a bit of
And they're not really
information
like
right now, but very
when it gets to
disciplined here right
attack,
now on
I
the
feel like the
defense.
calling isn't
Arzi
great.
Has the recon back
They
up
look so
as well. Can
indecisive.
enemies clear into elbow
Like
to
I
get
feel
that
like I watch
info?
the minimap and I have no idea what's going
I like
on.
this timing. They're trying to put the pressure on towards
Like,
Casey.
they're
The
so
defense
far
a little bit
away.
looser over
3
towards
here on
Market,
their
but
own.
There are still 3 defenders on towards
2
this
Lux
B-side.
in middle.
Koala in particular holding
No
up
one
close
B
and
main.
personal, but
30
are
seconds
2G going to
left.
commit behind this? Do you feel like you kind of have to with the time? And yes, they will. Here comes the
Like,
first
what is
check.
this?
Koala able to give you the opener. Nice relay bolt gives him the space, the separation, and the setup for the rest of his team. Briggs can only find one. Genem able to trade at least another back. Gives an opportunity for the offense to still streak their way in to collect the spike and plant.
10
But
seconds
Shy is still in the neighborhood. Nice paranoia cuts
Oh my
across,
God.
but Shy cannot convert.
I mean, it's done.
Art's in right there with
Dude,
it,
that
and
that
will
cannot
be
be
the
your
final
first
2
buy
for the
round.
Omen player. Furia
That I'm
back to
calling
within
an
1.
insta
A
timeout.
huge
What the?
round for
How is that
Furia
your
to
first
pick
buy
up,
round? How does it
considering
look
it's
like
the
that?
bonus coming out from them. And this positioning.
Why have I got 2 Lux in middle? Why's my Omen like in the middle
The
here?
nail in the coffin for this round to be able to
And
have
this
that
shade with the prime.
crossfire
Thank you for checking as well, bro. I appreciate the
alongside
prime usage. Thank you for doing
and
that.
the relay bolt being thrown out just to delay that flood from coming in so that 2G could not help each other.
Delay.
Yeah, you gotta call that timeout.
And now timeout.
What a
Very
shocker
early
of a round.
for 2G. Very early for 2G. We've had 1 gun round, but I don't know. It's interesting to see both teams give so much respect to the setup at A main behind just a single one-way smoke. I feel like when we often get these double duelists,
That's what you're gonna
especially
tell
with
me.
the Neon in the mix, it feels like we're often getting kind of
Don't
a
tell me they
battle
don't have defaults or
utility fight
something.
to see who can control A main, but both teams have really not preferred to take that battle, and instead we're getting these delayed peaks through market, these little poke and prods up towards the top side at mid. Like, it just felt very cautious and almost in a way.
I think it's the understanding.
What's next in your bucket list?
competition.
Dude,
It's
I'm
merely a mirror comp
I'm
aside
doing
from
what's
Sova
next in
and
my
the
bucket
Fade,
list
so
in
knowing
the
that
next
those
month, and you'll
trap
find out
plays
about
can
it.
get so brawly, and it
That's-
becomes
it's
a bit of
kinda
a
cool.
50-50 to try and take
I'm
that
excited.
fight if you're going to meet it head to head. Instead, trying to explore
You
the
ever
rest of the
consider
map.
going
What
back
I
to
wanna
coaching
see,
for
though,
sure?
from 2G off the back of this timeout is a little bit more of that beam pressure. I feel like that was the issue for Furia on their attacking side as well. They weren't dealing with that Cypher utility on the left side of the map, and it allowed that passive information to be held by Brinks. This time now,
What are you
Shy
guys
on the
typing?
defense to be that Cypher player. We did see, the deep cam go out, but those early
delayed
trips were
observing. That is on the
Yeah.
bucket list
I
though.
guess it's just interesting.
That
like,
is-
kind of
it's not
following
that, but
through
that
and
is on the
finishing
bucket list.
point on the A main battle. I hear you. It's like it is kind of a roll of the dice 50-50, but 2G have shown us that they're prepared to have that.
That's on the
battle
list. That's actually
and
very
to
high up on the
spend
list.
those resources and take those chances
Maybe I should be doing that.
on prior maps. It's not the case so far. Early pickup of the orb for basic will get the run it back earned. Paranoia will still come through for Furia, feeling the pressure on A main. So here's a little bit of that play, especially considering that we are into a stinger buy here for 2G.
Yeah, Artzine's gonna have to give up that elbow control, play a bit, hold back their
Okay,
threat, and
hold up.
Great insert from 2G
We
from
got
Brinks
insert.
in that
We can take
elbow
a timing.
space, gonna be able to
We have
relay
over
great
towards middle. I
information
don't think it was
to
close enough to hear the
2G, who are
rotate, so
now
they don't
shifting
really
towards
know
that
about
B
this
side.
yet. What's my insert gonna do? Solo fake with a
Like the
cipher?
idea of
Not sure
Briggs
that's gonna
trying to
work.
establish some pressure, though, on this
Leak
target.
smoke out. And he makes maybe footsteps to
Just
keep
comes
him
down to
interested.
will it actually amount to too much, because here's the hit on B main. Deep relay bolts and recon's going to be tossed out. Shy just getting away, throwing out shots. We'll find a couple of connections, but 2G will get
Okay,
the
someone's got to
site.
send it there.
Koala's able to find QCK, trying to take an extra step forward. Big shutdown there by Shy at market.
This is the problem, man. They
And
put
now
the smoke
retake
over
is
towards
well
here, so they
and
don't have a
truly
smoke back
underway.
of sight, so they can't take
Run
any
it back and
space.
overdrive spend in this round.
And then
Feels
my
like a
duelist
lot,
that needs
but
to send
Furia
it
do
doesn't
find
send it.
flawlessly, and we're tied at 8.
Dude, I don't think that
4
calling is
rounds
good
in a row
enough here,
for
man. I
Furia
think they're
since we
going to
swapped
lose.
over to them being on that defense.
I'm so worried about their
Now-
calling.
For 2G, we got the weapons out. This is where we're going to see that timeout come to fruition for that shift.
I think if you
in
went
the
back to
game
coaching, you would
plan
be
here.
successful. Yeah, I've got an ego, man. I think I'd be good.
This LCQ winning roster to get all the way to VCT Americas debut match, and they have shown a lot of bite so
team play on
far,
this?
but
Yeah.
now on
It
the
just feels like the
attacking
plans
side,
are lacking.
2G just a little bit uncomfortable.
Well, how about this? One way's not there. We'll take the space. Thank you very much. Instead, it was about trying to set up aggression for Fury over towards B main. So now you have to try to deal with the setup here. Good curveball play. Shy able to peek around through with
Great
basic.
cage.
Great tandem duo defense over towards elbow. And 2G are going to be very stuck They do have good flank coverage behind this, so you can still keep eyes forward, and they do have weapons to still fight this evenly, but this is still a very tough next layer to work through.
So many players on Furia already at A. I would love to. Honestly, I was going to say I'd love to see them take a beat first.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, just no isolation.
Oh, this
towards
is
the
gonna
backside of the
be.
site.
This isn't gonna be pretty, man.
Basic still alive and well on the.
They're gonna probably get a
itself, but it
round or
just
two
feels
from
like
their
this round
ults,
for
but
2G
as
just
soon as
got
those
a
ults are
little out
gone,
of hand, nowhere to go there for Gentlemen. Back to back.
What are they gonna do
flawless
here?
rounds coming through for Fury again. Their defensive sides of these maps looking solid.
And the problem in that round, though, for 2G, when I was mentioning wanting to see them take that pause, just cut noise, put a little bit more of that pressure on the side of Furia, starve them of that information, I realized they weren't quite comfortable
Yeah,
being able to do that because they didn't have presence.
this is
on
like
the
their
other
buy
side.
round after a
It was
timeout
just
as
the
well.
trips to watch them, but they didn't know how closely someone was maybe encroaching from mid in case there was a flank coming through.
Nice! Good shit!
Would love to see in some upcoming rounds those inserts that we saw previously from Brinks, one side of the map or the other.
Stinger purchase again in this round for 2G. They haven't run it back to work with. And an Earl theft. Very well could be valuable, especially with how the defense has set themselves up. Paranoia going to be spent here early by Fury to contest mid-market. Koala springing through the smoke.
What?
Ooh, and a decent effort right there for Brinks. Coming back to the play is
Dude, the
Koala.
ult on
Running
the
back will be
eco.
spent
They
now.
put the ult on the
Fury
low
trying
buy.
to shut down any
Why
deep
do they keep
scaling
doing
in.
this?
That's a big shutdown on a QCK. They're going to find more behind this. 3 straight eliminations in tow. Jenem will get one back, but he's stuck on the wrong side of the site. Brinks has nowhere to go but forward, and that is into the teeth of the
Holy.
defense. Absolutely well received. Furia now on double digits.
Furia getting loud up
Okay,
on
chat.
stage on top of
I
that.
will
with
say-
Wall is getting loud.
After watching all of the tier 2 teams almost, I haven't seen the next team
Man.
that's going to be playing in Americas.
2G,
I can safely say that the
these
EMEA
4-1
tier 2
splits
teams
are
would
not doing it.
absolutely
It's
smash
just
all of
not
these.
working out. I would love to see them kind of spread out a little bit
It's
further
not even
around
close.
the map and try to work those picks, but it's been
Like, it's
a bit
not
of a
even
struggle
close.
for them to
Look at some of the stuff they're
find
doing.
those opportunities. And now, look how contested this lurk is going to be.
But the problem is, the EMEA tier 1 would
2G
get
will have
smashed by the
purchase
other
close
regions
to
tier 1,
a
so here we are.
Fury. That could be critical towards getting maybe a little bit more freedom on these entries because
And
right
that's probably the
now,
real thing that matters.
it's been difficult. FRZ will earn it with the orb there. And you have to imagine that whatever 2G decide to do will likely be behind the execute call of the Hunter's Fury first.
But look at this setup that you have going on that B side. It allows for this really comfortable market hold from Shy, where he's more than happy to give up the entire site. And then the rest of the team can just continue to focus their energy towards mid and that A side.
Well, 2G will be noted through this deep position at mid. Crossfire setup for the defense to hold any further play. Market will be isolated though, and ooh. Shy
Right,
will
he
drop.
essentially gave him a
Follow-up,
one-way.
though, from Koala Noob. Timing on that peak is everything. Also sees, I think, a second player sneaking back over towards Tiles, but does not anticipate that Brinks was still going to be.
But we
holding
did
the
say they
long
would
range.
have a round with
Now gonna be
ults.
spent. Comp trying to punish their mid. Will be
It wasn't really the
taken down
Phoenix
in
ult,
his
the
own right.
Cypher ult is big here.
So now
Oh,
2v4,
boys.
but Artisan able to find
Damn, he
three.
gets
Oh my
3 there.
goodness.
Not the
Basic
2v4.
behind the play,
Oh, it's
finds
the
Brinks before he can get
2v4.
around the corner, and
They can't even
Furia
get rounds with
grip
ults.
one back from what looked to be certain death.
We were too generous when we
What
said they
an
could get some
insane
rounds with ults.
multi-kill coming out from Artzine. We're definitely going to be seeing that on the replay because I got to get another taste of it up against his former teammates from MIBR, now forcing 2G into another timeout.
Unbelievable from Artisan. If that is the only way you come back into that round is someone finding a multi-frag. And the perfect paranoia timing, and then to get a third before the double swing comes through is exquisite. Oh man, 2G are going to be kicking themselves. You dealt with everything
That was incredible.
perfectly.
I'm so sorry. Good shit.
Oh my god. Okay, different vibes here. Different vibes. But I want to know who's louder between Shaw and Koala.
Koala.
Yeah.
Have any plans for your birthday? Dude, I think it's a big day,
He's coming
right?
through our caster
Is it not the
mic, so
Sunday
yeah,
of like
should-
playoffs?
Okay, but Shaw can't come through our cast.
It's like a really big day. It's like
That's
18
valid.
hours of Valorant.
Yikes, that
It's
is-
just another
oh,
day
man,
though, my
remember
birthday,
that
man. It's
round.
fine.
that may be what breaks the camel's back right there for 2G.
Do you like the
Legitimately.
franchising system, or do you prefer the qualifying system? I think I'll
Really
prefer what they
maybe
do next
Arjun
year,
right now
but I think the
topping
franchising
the
system was
leaderboard
good.
for
To like
Furia
stabilize and get pretty big in
against,
certain
again,
regions,
a
I think it was a
2G
must.
that has two
personally.
of his previous teammates
That's
within
how I view it.
Shenum and FRZ.
They did a great job of, especially like
It
the
is
more of the regions in Asia building a like a
insane, the
a
run
proper
that
scene.
Furia are going
helped a lot
on
for
this
that.
defensive side.
It really is. What a heartbreaker. Now
Especially
we're back
like
to light
Japan,
armors and
China
Stingers.
being the
And
two.
this is just the old
the two main ones.
hold W. Hold W, hold mouse 1 if you see somebody. And to be
Pacific
honest,
overall,
the
yeah, they did
first
great in
good
Pacific.
Look at an A take that we've seen.
They did great in
from either
Pacific and
team
China,
yet.
man. They really did.
More than
EMEA was
happy
always
to
going to
play
be
that
hard because of
retake, though.
CS.
Comfortable A take since Furia didn't look to contest early.
The thing about this, though, is you're going to get a handful of stingers at screens. This is how this works if you're 2G. Here comes the relay bolt push. Shy in the corner. That's going to be a weapon collected. Koala's able to find one back over the middle, but FRZ's able to get the 100.
Okay, that was a nice cancel from him.
This may be a bit of an oversight here by Furia. 2G.
Sure, I still don't think they'll be feeling that bad, especially if he gets a kill or doesn't get a kill. Money's good though. Money is good with this one in terms of full surviving.
And the thing is, with a squad like 2G, we saw it during the LCQ. It's rounds like that that can absolutely bring them back
All of the
into
ults
a
are gone
map
now.
and swing the momentum into their favor. A huge round there for 2G. You call it perfectly with the Stinger play into CT, playing those close quarters. And especially layered with the Hunter's Fury coming out from FRZ COD to create all of the chaos necessary to make that work.
Yeah, and more importantly, it's not just the chaos, it also keeps the contest alive
Yes, the
at a
zoning.
main. It just allows those stingers to
Wait, if they go
afford the
faster, they
ability
do
to
pick the
commit
right
to that
sign
play
again.
through screens. What a bounce back for 2G. So now a
I think
really
the open
crucial
circuit
gun
can be
round comes
dangerous.
through
Oh, the
right
open
here.
qualifiers are gonna be a nightmare, mate. Yeah,
Basically
don't get me
looking at
wrong.
another Orbs one
But if
off
it was
the
done
run
well,
back
it
for
would
the
be great.
defenders.
Do I think it's
As
gonna be
Briggs
done
puts some
first
pressure
time?
on
I think
Market.
it's gonna be done. Like I think next year's gonna be
That's all that
horrendous.
is a show of
The
force.
open
Is there
qualifiers are gonna be horrendous.
impact here between our
I think it's gonna have a lot of cheers. I think that
Artisan saw that little barrel flash.
the actual like observing stuff's gonna be bad.
Crazy 1v1.
There's gonna be no replays because we don't have the technology in game to catch replays. So we're gonna have 3 input slots maximum. So we're gonna miss like 50% of the actual good action in replays. We're gonna have a lot of tech pauses. I think the open qualifiers are gonna be a nightmare. But eventually, once they fix it and they get past the first year of it looking like a bit like a shit show, I think it's gonna be really good.
And 2G will back off, and they're going to hit over towards A. Artisan, what do you have for us?
But I'm not sure their game's like fully ready for.
Oh, and he hears all of it.
They need to add the delay thing in like a
More
Go
than happy to
TV.
back up.
I'm telling you,
Turtling
broadcasts are
onto
going to
site.
struggle a bit.
Rotation coming in from the rest of the team here from Furia.
The paranoia already cuts through, but it only affects the back half of this play from 2G, so they're still keeping this play alive at main. There's the fast lane up, in towards the site they go. Calm able to find the first blood. And there's no immediate follow-up behind this. Scattered.
But they're
flames
also
all
very
over
ready
the
for
backside of
for it
this
to be
site.
a bit like
At the
that.
end of it, it allows
Like
Basic
the
an
devs know it's going to be a bit of a
opportunity
nightmare.
to run it back, and that will be all they need
Yeah,
to
dude.
get to match point.
They ain't getting
Furia
any more
up
rounds.
12-9.
Nicely done there by Furia. Art being able to get that information and completely
Did they have
back
replays
up
in
to pull that
2021,
crossfire
2022?
on site
Only at the
alongside
Masters
Pop
events.
was huge for being able to deny Gobert
Everything
that
else like
entry.
kind of just got missed. They also had less observer slots there, so it
Indeed.
wasn't like as good. But
Feels like they're scratching their heads now on Sunset, this attacking side. We've seen different looks from them. Previously, they were going for a lot of those 4-1 splits. We saw the 5-man plays on those eco rounds there as well.
dude,
and
this attack is
bit
just
more of that
their
big
attack struggles
exploration
on.
that has come
It's
through.
really weird because it's not really weird, but they're very like disciplined and they have like a
So
they know
hard
good
for
protocols
this
on
2G
defense,
roster
right?
to
They know
find
good
any
reactions. Like this
openings here.
happens, we
Any
do
openings.
this. When they get over towards attack,
down to
it
how
feels like
Shy
they
is
don't
anchoring
have
on that B site.
this
Again,
is our default,
taking
and
up
then we
so
can
much of that
do
space and
this, or
allowing the rest
this.
of Furia
It
to
kind of just feels
regroup
like
and
they
take
play
these
it more
fights
like
together.
Yeah, and it's been
free, like a little more like ranked on attack.
Point
And just hope
really all 3 maps.
they get
Shy
picks.
has been unbelievable on the island. Run it back is going to be used by QCK to get aggressive through mid. That's going to force the defense back. That's free entryway into B. Shy's able to shut down the run it back pretty quickly. The wall will stop.
Like, I
any
feel like
further
there's
play
no
through
structure
mid.
on
So now
attack
again,
here
it's
at
just
all.
about how does Shy rally the troops on the site that he was responsible for?
They just do what
Spike
they
gonna be
want.
Planted 5v5 here.
Nightfall only going to be able to catch out QCK into market. 5v5. Flood still not coming in off the back of that Nightfall.
You got to be careful on this counter flash, though. 2G are heavy stacked on the entryway towards the backside of the site. Initial exchange leads to a pinstripe kill feed, but Furia, we're going to have the numbers. Says it's just down to FRZ for the 1v2.
Yeah, they saw him.
Slides, now known.
That's it done.
Time becoming a bit of an issue. Furia going to have to move quickly. There's the first
swing.
jump peak. FRZ gaining the space. Both players weak. Really good dark cover to come through. You have to work your way through the utility. Artisan's holding after half.
What's he done? He got the knife out.
Is there enough time to fully get the defuse? Have FRZ done enough?
He
Yes.
got the knife out.
It's about as close as it gets.
What's going on there? The
For 2G
unfake.
to stay alive.
FRZ being able to win that out up against Artzine. Absolutely.
He's gone for the unfake.
Insane. Getting that pick on Calm and just being able to stay so measured in that moment.
One enemy remaining.
Absolutely huge.
Gave the air a little
Up
stab.
to 10 now.
That's
Double digits
that's
for the
incredible.
side
Man.
of 2G. 2 rounds away from taking us to overtime.
Oh, shit, I can't believe it. He
Holy,
can't
it's
believe it.
furious.
That
Okay.
kills me.
Weapons are still
Dude,
affordable
if that's
here for
another
Furia's
mouse
defense.
wheel for
Overdrive
switching weapons, I'm going to lose my
probably not
mind.
to be needed unless
I don't even know how that happens, though.
2G going to
to be
stack
honest.
the box at mid again, and I love that we're keeping the pressure
I would love
through
to
this
know.
venue of the map because Furia have had to commit resources to making sure it doesn't get out of hand.
Artzine has also been a very solid anchor for Furia on the other side of the map.
This is great space.
We went to knife before the fuse in, then click the button to go back to it.
Plus the follow-up
Bruh.
flash sets up basic for another. 5v3.
Dude, these
make it a
settings kill me, man.
5v2, make
I
it
mean,
a
it-
5v1,
They've completely
breaks
wrecked
down,
him. Like,
last
the only way
one
they're
left.
losing rounds is by messing up.
Furia handle the aggression at A main beautifully.
1v5, the first time that Brinks has stepped up onto the big stage.
Camera taken out.
It would be a
CS
thing
players? No,
of
CS players
legend.
won't use scroll worlds because in CS, if you're a good player, you have to get like Molotovs out instantly instead of
Feels
going
like it
through all
leans
of the
more towards
util.
impossible than improbable. Here's the
30
high-low
seconds
stack.
left.
Noise made, and there it is.
Dude, very,
Furia
very
will
nice.
Survive through 2G.
Dude,
but
2G
I
are going to
use the
struggle
word
with this attack.
survive
They are not getting more than
selectively.
4 rounds against the teams
Basic
that I've seen.
shows up in a major
But their
way.
defense is really good.
On a new agent, the
But
double
they got so
duelist
much,
will
man.
get through the finish line
So much to fix.
as Furia
Is this the first win for them in out of like what, 10 games?
2G down in